If you're here today, I want you to know that you were chosen to receive this message. Whatever led you here into this collective space was not a coincidence. It was a synchronicity. So welcome in, my beautiful friends. I am so happy and excited to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Now, this is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It's also timeless. So whenever you are showing up in this collective space with me is when your soul is meant to receive this message. So let's go ahead, call in spirit, open up this space, and see what it is you're meant to hear today. So we're going to start with 3 archetypal oracle cards. These are archetypes that you might be experiencing somewhere in your life, and Spirit is bringing them forward for you to become aware of. So we have the Avenger coming forward first. You might be resonating with the image of this card, and it is empowered, resolute, and moral. This archetype and its shadow aspects are it's intolerant, merciless, and unforgiving. And you might be seeing this Avenger archetype in some sort of TV series or a movie. And your second archetype is the Magician. All right, and this archetype is competent, it's creative, and it's masterful. The shadow aspects are it's deceptive, it is dishonest, and scheming. And then your third archetype is the Empath. All right, and the Empath is sensitive, receptive, and perceptive. And the shadow aspects here is it's overwhelmed, oversensitive, and martyred. All right, and the Lion here coming forward, we have crows and ravens right on both images here. So these are representing something, signs that you might be seeing in your life somewhere. These are spirit animals that are guiding you at this time as well. So what's happening is these archetypes in some way are creating this like energy that is dislodging something from within. And what I was called to use today was the Sacred Woundings Oracle. So this feels like a sacred wound that is coming forward. And this is something that you're meant to sit with. It's not something that you are meant to fight with, try to control or fix, but rather work with. So this may show up as some sort of a weakness within you, but you are meant to now carry it as a strength. So we are getting the wound of the singing scar. The wound of the singing scar. Beauty formed through repeated breaking. This wound forms when your strength and wisdom come not from ease, but from surviving what shattered you. You've turned pain into insight, but the cost still lingers. It can leave you proud of your resilience, yet quietly grieving all you had to endure to become who you are. How many of you are feeling this? Perhaps it's not you feeling it, but being reflected to you in some way. So I'm going to read that one more time. Beauty formed through repeated breaking. This wound forms when your strength and wisdom come not from ease, but from surviving what shattered you. You turn pain into insight, but the cost still lingers. It can leave you proud of your resilience, yet quietly grieving all you had to endure to become who you are. So that's a big one, and I feel we can feel it in many different ways. And what Spirit is encouraging you to do at this time is to respond and not react. There's something here that is poking at whatever this is, and I feel it's coming through the archetypes. Now what's happening here is this is being dislodged because there's an activation in a gift within you. So let's see what gift is being activated here. So Shadow Diver, wow, look at that. So the message here is you're a master at being able to work through your dark side and others in order to create emotional and spiritual healing. So you are someone who dives into these experiences, right? So once again, you are a master at being able to work through your dark side and others in order to create emotional and spiritual healing because you have gone through so much. You're a shadow diver. You've been through so many different experiences, and some of you are working with your shadow or healing your shadow. Shadow work is definitely coming in here. So some of you might be resonating with the image of that card. So let's pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So we have the Tower. So we all know the Tower moment. You may be experiencing one. And I feel whatever this is for you is necessary. There's like a reckoning here. There's a reinvention and a rebuilding happening at the same time. And this is something that you have outgrown. It is expired and it doesn't belong in your life anymore. This is why the shaking is happening here. So the Tower is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it does tend to be in the background. So some of you are going to feel the energy of the Tower intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly. We have the Four of Wands. So this is that steady foundation within yourself as you're moving through all chaos, right? This is a major transformative period for you, especially because you have the Tower card, right? Something that served its purpose no longer does. And your life is being redirected. You're on the right path. It's just you're shifting into a new direction now. And the Four of Wands is asking you to stabilize yourself within the chaos you might be experiencing, the Tower. So Four of Wands. And we have the Ten of Swords. Wow. These are intense cards here. Oh my goodness. So we have an ending, a completion. So that is clear. So there's something that you are leaving behind. There's a past here. And you're moving on from it. And the Four of Wands is confirming that better times are ahead. And you are someone who is meant to move through this process that you're going through in order to align with this. It's everything here is the process of you aligning with it. Okay, so know that there is a manifestation that is taking shape and form. And what once was is no longer is. And you are now integrating into a new timeline. Okay, so something is closing out and something new is beginning for you, and you're in the middle of that. Okay, so that is the Ten of Swords. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. Whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that's my favorite part, everyone, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. We've got some big energies that you are moving through here, everyone. This collective today, you were chosen to move through this, and you're part of a rare few that are aligning with what you're meant for as a collective. So there's something really powerful that is taking shape in your life. And they want you to trust the process, but also trust in the power of you within this process. There is a strengthening that is happening within you, right? And whatever this experience is, there's a purpose and a reason behind it. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. But no, there's a higher purpose behind it. So before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. So it is the wound of the singing scar that I just felt move right through the cards, the spread today. So I'm just going to read it to you one more time. Beauty formed through repeated breaking. The Tower is the breaking. This wound forms when your strength and wisdom come from, not from ease, but from surviving what shattered you. You've turned pain into insight. You've turned pain into insight, right? And but the cost still lingers, which is the Tower card and the Ten of Swords. So you're quietly grieving here, and it's definitely showing up through these two cards. So there's a major releasing and letting go that is happening in the process and the experience you are having. I'm just rearranging the cards because I feel this is how it's going to play out. And I want you to pay attention to the numbers that are coming through the cards today. So we have the number 16, the number 10, and the number 4. These are light codes, number frequencies that you might be seeing somewhere in your life, either individually or as a part of a sequence. They're connecting you to this message, to this reading today. And I also want you to know that Spirit is communicating to you at this time through some of the animals that you are seeing, the numbers, and even through your dreams and other people. There's like this communication happening with you right now, and I'm hearing the whispers of it. It's happening in the background, in the silent places, the quiet places. So I feel silence for you is going to be important to quiet the noise around you. This Tower moment feels more of an internal experience rather than external. Things may be all over the place externally, but I feel whatever this is a reflection of what's happening internally. So this is your nervous system. This is your mind. Sometimes what happens is it's out of alignment. So, or not out of alignment, actually. They're showing me that it's connected somehow. So what's happening here is there's a major realization or an awakening experience that you might be having right now. Some sort of truth that was revealed in a specific situation that might have to do with someone or an experience you had in your past. And I feel they're showing me like a huge patch of energy. So this could be like a patch of years, a patch of days, something that you move through and you've been holding on to. So you're gripping onto it. And there's some sort of story or narrative around it. And I feel whatever this story is what is starting to crack and break and fall away. And there is this new truth that is emerging that is more in alignment with who you are. And I feel it is being spoken. So we are seeing this energy right now in the world with everything that is happening in the news, the exposing of information and the truth coming out. And for some of us, that is a similar experience that we are having somewhere in our lives that isn't as big as that, but there's like little bits and pieces of information coming out. That is, there's a breaking or a tipping point here where it feels like everything comes crashing down. This is that Tower moment, right? It is that rock bottom. It is that dark night of the soul. This experience can be different time lengths for us. And again, they keep pointing out that it is a process that you are moving through. They want you to trust the process, but ultimately trust yourself in that process, the way that you are showing up. And, you know, each experience we have, whatever this experience is, we are meant to move through it. It is our soul evolving through the experience with us firsthand going through it. Because if we don't actually experience it, then we don't know, right? So there's something here that you are learning and growing through within the experience you're having. And, you know, I do feel someone saying that someone, you know, it's unfair, it doesn't feel good. I just noticed something here in this card that just came through. I feel there's some sort of betrayal. There's something that you've sensed, something that you knew, and now it is coming forward as a truth for you. So if you actually take a look at this lion, it's so weird. It was on the table here, and I saw someone's face as the ear of the lion. Someone disguised as strength, someone disguised as stability, and there's some sort of truth that is being revealed around this, some sort of a mask that came off. And I feel that you had support here through some sort of a gift, something that you knew internally, something that you were aware of. Maybe you weren't able to make sense of it before, but you are now, and there's a major change that is happening through this. I feel these two cards are intertwined. They're working together. And this is a major healing experience for many of you out there, where you are releasing and letting go of something, which might be little bits and pieces of something, but it's actually very major. It's something really big that is happening in your life right now, right? And I feel it has a lot to do with the past. It has to do a lot with beliefs and the way things seemed or were shown to us. Like there's some sort of like illusion here. And these illusions are all dissolving. And I don't know how this is showing up. It feels like a big mess. Like I can't even describe it because there's so many different things that I'm feeling for the collective here. And you were chosen to move through this because there's something else that is coming in for you, which is around the Four of Wands. It's a so they keep saying manifestation. So whenever I touch this card, I feel the word manifestation coming in incredibly strong. The vibrations, the law of attraction, the energy that you're putting out there that is coming back in. And whatever this experience for you is a manifestation taking form. So there's an energy that is shifting in your life, and you're going to see that it feels like a season changing, like gradually things are starting to change for you. And there's bits and pieces of moments where you're emotionally feeling very high with this energy, where it feels very incredibly tough to move through, feels like rock bottom, and then you lift up and then you go back down and up and down. That's how it feels. And then you get back up. You're getting back up here. And the Ten of Swords is you sealing and claiming something here within the mix of the Tower experience. So this is where something sometimes can suddenly happen and change our life in a split second. This could be something gradual that takes shape. It could start with something that you were feeling, and then all of a sudden you find yourself taking action because whatever this is was inevitable. It was going to happen and you knew this. And there's a lot of pain, hurt, a lot of things that you think about that you've carried with you for a very long time, where I feel you are either coming to terms with it or you are creating peace with it. It's like you're putting it behind you. You are closing the chapter. You are locking and throwing the key away. You're burying whatever this is because it no longer belongs to you. You're not connected with it. And I'm seeing someone kind of going like this and walking away. So this is what I'm feeling here with the Ten of Swords. It's a major completion experience. There's a cycle that is closing out and a new cycle that is starting. And I feel for some of you, this may have been a 4, 16, or 10-year cycle. So I'm getting some sort of a breakup in a connection you had. This could have been something that recently happened that took you down in your experience for a little bit here. But I'm seeing you rebuilding, and you may be in the process of rebuilding, right? Or you're still in the process of things falling away before the rebuild happens. They want you to allow yourself to pause and reflect, to pause and take rest, right? There's no need to rush through this because I feel that you are meant to integrate everything that you have learned here as the dust is floating around, right? You might be, trying to figure things out because I'm seeing your mind here very busy. Perhaps you haven't slept in a while or you've been dreaming a lot. This is your mindscape. And it feels like there's a lot that you've been through that you can't seem to let go of. So you carry it around, grieving, carry it around with resentment. I'm seeing someone that needs to forgive. I'm also seeing the practice of gratitude here, all in the background, wrapped in one. So there's many different things that are happening here in your mindscape. And I want you to also be very mindful of some of the illusions, some of the energies that are coming through the digital space, the internet world, because I feel it's very noisy. It is very loud right now. And sometimes it can make us feel like our world is falling apart when it actually isn't. And this also is giving me the autopilot vibe, where sometimes we're an autopilot, not present in the experience we're having, but rather floating around in the noise of the world. So Spirit is encouraging you to bring yourself back. Let's start healing ourselves from past stories. You are releasing the false identities. You are releasing the layers, the masks that do not belong to you. And this is a process that we go through. And it's going to be really important that you take care of yourself and that you are your top priority as you are moving through this. That you're taking care of your mind, body, and your spirit. And the many thoughts, right? Maybe something happened yesterday or you're worried about tomorrow. This feels like you're carrying yesterday and tomorrow at the same time. And you're not giving yourself room for today, for right now, in this present moment. So they're bringing you back here to recenter, to ground, and clear the mind. Spirit is communicating with you. And insights, inspiration. This is how we know that we are connected to spirit, right? We feel like we're in the flow of it. So know that you are elevating into a new experience. This is a closing of one chapter and you moving on to the other. And I feel someone's like, whew, I thank goodness this is finally over. Like there's something here that you're finally cycling out of, right? So we have the Four of Wands here. This is stable grounding. This is you in this process of manifestation. I'm seeing that you are supported here as well. So you have community. You are building this. And whatever you were holding on to tightly before that was in the way of this is no longer in the way of this because you are now immersed in it. This is how I'm seeing this playing out. So, oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful card. I love the colors on this card. I'm seeing a deep connection here. I feel that there is a connection here. Something is coming full circle for some of you. It feels like there are things that are playing out here in a way that have happened before. And I feel they may have happened in this lifetime or another lifetime for you. And there's some sort of memory around this. And what I feel is happening is through the experience, you're being called to remember who you are through the process. You're coming back to yourself. You're coming home to yourself, right? You've been out for a while, but now you're coming home. And I feel that things are starting to settle down. You are overcoming the challenges because you're facing them. You're moving right through them. You're not trying to outrun them, trying to control them, trying to fix them, but rather you are working with them. And this is also about your body temple. It's about the foundations that you have laid or are laying. It's really important that you have solid foundations in your own personal life, your health, your values, your home, your work, your friendships. This is about having healthy boundaries up. Right? I feel there's some sort of connection that you might be moving through right now, which feels like it's temporarily going through some sort of an adjustment period. You know, this could be work related or this could be health related for you. I'm definitely getting a lot of stress, anxiety, and worry. So the swords sometimes, because they're inside this person, they're actually affecting their nervous system, their body. So stress can sometimes manifest in our physical body. So there's something here that Spirit is bringing into your awareness around the stress, you know, that mental fog, the uncertainty, the fear, all of those emotions, because everything that we are thinking. They're clearing this. They're working with you. They're supporting you in clearing this energy. So know that you're incredibly strong. You're incredibly powerful. And I feel for some of you, you are showing up as a support for someone that might be going through this. And again, the archetypes are either showing up as light or shadow in your experience. And they're showing up as not as a negative thing, but something that you're meant to learn and grow from. You know, we have energies that come and go through our lives. And I feel for some of you, there's energies that are coming and going here. And change is always there. It's permanent. It's not something that, it's inevitable. That's the word I wanted to share. And we are being called to right now as a collective, create a healthy relationship with change by grounding ourselves when we are moving through it, knowing that we are supported, we are very strong. And, you know, these periods are for growth. You know, any experience I've gone through many different experiences and really tough ones. And I remember that when I was moving through them, I didn't know why I was going through them. I felt it was unfair, like what's going on. And later in life, Now, especially when I go back and look at those experiences, I was meant to have them, because had anything gone any differently, I wouldn't be here in front of you today. So whatever this experiences you are moving through is bringing you to a place in your world where you are meant to be. It's a part of your journey that you are on, right? So they're encouraging you as you're moving through your experiences to create some stability within yourself, to balance, center, through having some sort of solid schedule, routine, rhythm, or flow in your life ultimately, right? Because this is what I do in my own experience. Understanding what my boundaries are, reinforcing them. You know, we have to teach others how to treat us. We have to communicate. It's the way we also show up. I always treat people the way I want to be treated, right? So even if they're treating me badly, I'm not going to match that energy. I'm going to stay within my own frequency and vibration, solid in my foundation, living that truth. And if we're not in sync, then I just let the person know that, you know, I'm good. You know, whatever the experience is, I'm not afraid to share my truth and set a boundary. And love here is at the core, right? So when we are amplifying and sending our energy out in the world in love, you start to see this coming back in. So what's happening is you are making space and room right now. As things may feel like they're falling away, know that they're actually coming together for you. They're actually coming together. It might not feel like that, but know that that's exactly what is happening for you. And they want you to be strong here with this. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely something ending and something beautiful that is entering your life. I'm seeing a lot of celebratory events in your life as well as you're moving through this. So follow your heart. Follow the joy, the happiness, the abundance, the connection, the community, because this is where I feel it all exists for you. So what I wanted to also do here is pull a bonus card, which is the L Key Oracle. This is the Spirit Warrior Oracle deck. This is the energy I feel that is rising within us here. And we're going to see what it is, the Spirit Warrior that's rising and its message for you. So we are getting Makita. And look at the lion headdress, the shield, or the head helmet. That's what it's called. The lion, and it's coming forward from empath here. Oh my goodness. So she who sees, and that stable foundation. I feel you are someone that can sense your abilities, to your gifts, to actually dive deep and get to the root of everything. So observe, perceive, scrutinize are the keywords here. And you might be resonating with Makita. All right, so let's see what Makita has to share here. All right. Oh my goodness. Let's find this page here. So Makita, she who sees, views the world with a keen eye. She wears a gold mask, which serves as her other eyes when necessary. There are moments when she will show her true self to the world. There are other times when the mask must be slipped down over her eyes. This protects her from the scrutiny of others while allowing her to inspect what is before her. Her duty is to observe rather than judge. She pays attention to patterns so she can report them as needed. Makita is the Tagalog word for see, so even her name reminds her of what she must do. The message of this card is to take time to scope things out. This is a moment where you need to get the lay of the land. You may need to distinguish between what is real and what wants to be real. Your inner landscape must be surveyed as well. What can you see when you wait? Take no action now other than examining all the players and all the facts. Once you understand the game plan of others, you can begin to determine what your next best step might be. So the game of chess has been coming through my readings recently. It's coming through again for you today. So I feel there's a purpose and a reason why. And I've got 3 journaling prompts, so feel free to write these down and use them. What are the patterns that you can see right now? When has quiet observation benefited you before? And how can you gain a new perspective now in this particular situation, no matter what is happening? So Makita is coming forward for you. And we're going to close and seal your reading now with an angel number. Remember, that we are rising at this time together as a collective. You are not alone in this. So you're meeting destiny. That's what's happening. You are meeting destiny here. 1818 is your angel number. Continuing your mission is what you're being asked to do. This could be in your marriage. This could be a twin flame energy. I feel there's something here happening in these areas of your life, these connections. Working together for good. This is what you're meant to do, and triumph. You're going to experience triumph and victory within this experience. So don't you worry. This is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, before we part ways, I wanted to share some exciting news with you. My daughter and I have recently launched these beautiful pendants. This is the Celestial Collection. These are zodiac medallions. They come in 18 karat gold vermeil and sterling silver. Today, you can see that I'm wearing my Gemini sun sign and my Leo moon sign, and I'm going to be wearing these off. I'm not taking them off. Now, I want you to know that each piece is blessed with love and intention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave you a link in the description box below for where you can find these and you can secure yours today. I'm also going to leave you with a message from my daughter today so that way you can personally meet her and hear her words for this collection, and then the ad campaign after that. So thank you so much again for all of your support, everyone.
Hi everyone, Ria's daughter here, Ashley from Sacred Haven. Me and Ria just released our first collection ever, and I wanted to share why we created it. From the beginning, we wanted to create jewelry that you guys felt connected to and personal, that you could wear every day. That's why we created all 12 of the zodiac signs, because every sign has a different story and energy behind it, so everyone can find their piece that feels most like them. I'm wearing my Sagittarius pendant today, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've gotten so many compliments so far. We hope you love the collection as much as we do, and thank you so much for all your support.